Transformation is never random or accidental. Every shift in your life, whether subtle or dramatic, occurs with deliberate intention. It may appear chaotic, overwhelming, or confusing at first glance, yet beneath the surface there is an unseen order guiding each moment. The experiences you encounter, the doors that open and close, the people who enter your life, all are aligned with a purpose far greater than the immediate circumstances reveal. These moments are not happenstance. They are invitations to step deeper into awareness, to awaken dormant capacities within yourself, and to recognize the hidden lessons that life presents. Even when the path seems uncertain, even when the familiar comforts are disrupted, understand that this is a call to evolution. It asks for courage, for attentiveness, and for the willingness to engage fully with the unfolding process. When change arrives, resist labeling it as good or bad. Instead, approach it as a sacred signal, a beacon showing you the next step in your journey. There is a rhythm, a timing, and an intelligence orchestrating these transformations, and they are tuned precisely to your growth. Nothing about these shifts occurs by chance, even if the reasons remain hidden in the moment. Every challenge you face carries within it an opportunity for awakening. Obstacles are not punitive, they are instructive, crafted to illuminate aspects of your character, your perception, and your inner resilience. Each difficulty, whether subtle or overwhelming, serves as a mirror reflecting what has yet to be understood or embraced within you. When you engage fully, you begin to recognize patterns, to see the connections between past experiences and present circumstances. You understand that growth is rarely linear. It may feel like detours, setbacks, or pauses, yet these are all essential parts of the process. There is a sacred unfolding in every trial, a shaping of your consciousness that prepares you for higher states of being. By observing your reactions, by honoring your emotions, and by seeking insight rather than avoidance, you align yourself with the transformative current that moves through your life. It is not about controlling outcomes or resisting discomfort. It is about consciously participating in the evolution that is already underway. Transformation asks for presence, awareness, and trust, and it rewards those who are willing to move in harmony with its flow. To embrace this truth is to recognize that the fabric of your life is interwoven with purpose. Every encounter, every opportunity, every seemingly random event is part of an intricate design guiding you toward fuller understanding and greater alignment. When you begin to notice the synchronicities, the subtle signs, the intuitive nudges, you awaken to the reality that nothing is accidental. These signals are the language of transformation, communicating the path forward and affirming that your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. By remaining observant, reflective, and open-hearted, you cultivate the capacity to see beyond the surface, to perceive the hidden wisdom in every situation, and to act from a place of insight rather than reaction. Transformation is an invitation, a deliberate unfolding, and a sacred reminder that every step you take is meaningful, every choice significant, and every experience a part of the larger tapestry guiding you toward growth and realization. In this light, nothing about your evolution is by chance. It is intentional, precise, and profoundly purposeful. Growth often requires stepping beyond the boundaries of comfort, and this is where transformation reveals itself most clearly. The discomfort you feel when circumstances shift or when life demands more of you is not a punishment, but a signal that your spirit is being stretched, refined, and awakened. These moments are designed to draw out strengths you may not yet recognize, to illuminate hidden aspects of your character, and to provide clarity about what you truly value. When familiar patterns are disrupted, it can feel unsettling or even frightening, yet it is precisely in this space of uncertainty that profound change is possible. The challenges you face, the unfamiliar paths you are asked to walk, and the feelings of vulnerability that arise are all part of a deliberate process that encourages inner growth. By embracing this discomfort rather than resisting it, you open yourself to deeper self-awareness, heightened intuition, and a renewed sense of purpose. Transformation asks for courage, the courage to face what has been avoided, to let go of old habits, and to step into experiences that expand your perspective and reveal your potential. Discomfort acts as a catalyst, prompting reflection and introspection that would otherwise remain dormant. It urges you to confront limiting beliefs, to release attachments that no longer serve you, and to examine the truths that lie hidden beneath the surface of daily life. When you encounter resistance, whether from within or from external circumstances, it is an invitation to look more closely at your inner landscape. What patterns are holding you back? What fears are keeping you tethered to the familiar? By exploring these questions with honesty and compassion, you begin to recognize that growth is not accidental. It is cultivated through deliberate engagement with the experiences that challenge you. Each obstacle, whether small or monumental, carries within it the potential to unlock insight, resilience, and a deeper connection to your own inner wisdom. The journey through discomfort is transformative because it shifts your awareness from avoidance to understanding, from fear to empowerment, and from limitation to possibility. Every step taken in this space of challenge is a step toward the evolution that your life is calling for. Ultimately, the purpose of discomfort in transformation is to awaken you to your own strength and capacity for adaptation. When you navigate through uncertainty, when you embrace the unknown with an open heart and attentive mind, you cultivate a deeper trust in the process of life itself. The trials and unfamiliar experiences that once felt overwhelming begin to reveal their meaning, showing that they were never random or accidental. They are the instruments through which your character is refined, your consciousness expanded, and your awareness elevated. By leaning into the lessons disguised as discomfort, you discover that transformation is not about avoiding challenge, but about engaging with it fully. Each moment of unease becomes an opportunity to align more closely with your higher purpose, to awaken dormant qualities, and to step into a life that reflects the fullness of your potential. The discomfort is a gift, a guide, and a necessary companion on the path to lasting and meaningful transformation, and nothing about this process occurs by chance. The timing of transformation is precise, even when it feels sudden or unexpected. Life does not move randomly. It unfolds according to a rhythm that is uniquely attuned to your inner development. Events, encounters, and opportunities do not appear by accident. They arrive exactly when they are needed to support your growth. Sometimes it may feel as if life is accelerating too quickly or delaying too long, but each moment is perfectly aligned to provide the lessons, insights, and experiences necessary for your evolution. The people you meet, the challenges you face, and the circumstances that present themselves are all orchestrated in a way that guides you forward, often in directions you would not have consciously chosen. Understanding this helps you embrace change with trust rather than resistance. The uncertainty you may feel is not a sign of failure or misalignment. It is a signal that you are being prepared for the next stage of your journey. Each twist and turn, each delay or advancement is part of a carefully calibrated unfolding that moves you toward greater clarity, awareness, and purpose. Recognizing that timing is intentional allows you to surrender anxiety about outcomes and instead focus on your presence and engagement in the present moment. Life's synchronizations often appear as coincidences, but they are indicators of alignment with your evolving path. A chance meeting, a sudden opportunity, or even a moment of clarity can feel accidental. Yet these experiences serve as markers that you are moving in harmony with the transformative current shaping your journey. The external world reflects the inner process, showing you when you are ready to receive guidance, insight, or support. When you pay attention to these synchronicities, you cultivate the ability to recognize the subtle ways in which transformation is guiding you. This awareness strengthens your intuition, sharpens your decision-making, and encourages a deeper trust in the unfolding of your life. Rather than feeling like a passenger in events beyond your control, you begin to perceive yourself as an active participant in the orchestration of your own growth. Each carefully timed experience reinforces the truth that nothing in your journey occurs by chance. Every moment, however small or seemingly insignificant, is part of a greater pattern intended to support your development, growth, and expansion. The precision of timing also teaches patience and acceptance. Transformation does not operate on human schedules or desires. It follows the natural order of readiness, preparation, and opportunity. When you encounter delays, setbacks, or unanticipated detours, it is often because a certain phase of preparation is required. When events accelerate, it may be a signal that you are ready to step fully into a new level of understanding, responsibility, or awareness. By observing the timing of change, you cultivate discernment, resilience, and the ability to navigate life with grace. You learn that nothing is wasted, that every experience has purpose, and that your journey is moving according to a plan that is more intelligent and precise than your conscious mind can fully comprehend. When you internalize this understanding, it becomes easier to release frustration, fear, or resistance, and to engage fully with the present. You begin to trust that the right experiences will appear at the right time, reinforcing the certainty that nothing about your transformation is accidental, and every step is intentionally guiding you toward your highest potential. Resistance is a natural response when faced with transformation, yet it is also one of the greatest obstacles to growth. Fear, doubt, and hesitation arise when you cling to the familiar, when you attempt to control what is unfolding, or when you question your ability to navigate the unknown. These feelings are not indications of weakness, but signals that your awareness is being called to expand. True transformation requires surrender, not as a sign of passivity, but as an act of alignment with the greater current moving through your life. When you release the need to force outcomes or predict every detail, you allow the process to flow with greater ease, revealing possibilities and solutions that the limited mind could never have anticipated. Resistance creates tension, confusion, and stagnation, while surrender opens the door to clarity, insight, and strength. By learning to recognize when you are resisting, and by choosing to move with rather than against the changes around you, you activate a sense of inner freedom and resilience that strengthens every step of your journey. Engaging with transformation consciously means observing your reactions and understanding their origin. When fear or doubt arises, take it as an opportunity to reflect on what it is trying to teach you. Are these feelings revealing attachment to the past, concern over loss, or uncertainty about your capacity to handle the future? By examining the source of resistance, you gain insight into the areas of your life where growth is most necessary. Transformation is rarely about external circumstances alone. It is about refining your inner landscape, reshaping your perceptions, and aligning your energy with the reality you wish to embody. Every moment of hesitation or discomfort is an invitation to practice courage, patience, and trust. You learn to move through challenges not by avoiding them, but by engaging with awareness, recognizing that resistance slows progress, while acceptance and conscious participation accelerate it. The act of surrender does not remove responsibility. It empowers you to act from clarity, not from fear. By releasing resistance, you also cultivate faith in the intelligence behind the unfolding process. You begin to see that the changes and challenges presented to you are not random or punitive, but purposeful, designed to awaken latent potential, expand awareness, and guide you toward your highest path. Even when the outcomes are not immediately clear, trusting the flow allows you to navigate uncertainty with grace and composure. The more you practice alignment rather than opposition, the more transformation becomes a source of empowerment rather than anxiety. Your inner strength, resilience, and wisdom grow with each step taken in cooperation with life's currents. Ultimately, learning to release resistance is learning to recognize that transformation is an act of precision and intention. Nothing about the shifts in your life occurs by chance, and every moment of surrender, every choice to move forward despite fear, becomes a confirmation that you are aligned with the deliberate unfolding of your highest potential. Transformation is not only external, it reshapes your inner world, your thoughts, emotions, and energy. Every experience, challenge, and encounter carries a subtle invitation to examine yourself, to recognize patterns, and to align more fully with the essence of who you are becoming. The external circumstances reflect your inner evolution, and as you navigate life with awareness, you begin to notice that every lesson is tailored to your growth. Transformation is a holistic process. It does not merely change what is around you, but what is within you. By observing your thoughts and emotions, by reflecting on your reactions and decisions, you develop a deeper understanding of your own mind, heart, and spirit. This inner refinement is what allows transformation to manifest meaningfully in the outer world, creating harmony between who you are internally and the life you experience externally. Each moment becomes an opportunity to practice mindfulness, to choose awareness over unconscious response, and to engage consciously with the process of growth rather than resisting or ignoring it. Every challenge encountered in the external world is a mirror to the internal changes underway. When difficulties arise, they are not random obstacles. They are indicators of where your attention, energy, and focus are needed. By facing them with presence and reflection, you allow these experiences to refine your character and expand your understanding. Transformation requires patience, as the inner work often takes longer than external circumstances would suggest. Your emotions may feel intense, your thoughts conflicted, and your energy unsettled, but these are all signs that the process is actively reshaping the layers of your consciousness. As you engage with this process, you develop clarity, resilience, and discernment, learning which thoughts, patterns, and habits support your growth and which need to be released. The more you nurture your inner state with conscious awareness, the more external transformation aligns naturally with your higher purpose, demonstrating that true growth is as much about who you are becoming inside as it is about what changes externally in your life. By consciously participating in your transformation, you create harmony between your inner and outer worlds. Awareness becomes the bridge through which lessons are integrated and insight is applied. Every encounter, every situation, and every moment of reflection serves as a step toward alignment with your highest potential. Transformation encourages you to embody qualities such as compassion, patience, courage, and clarity, making them a lived reality rather than abstract ideals. The more you observe your inner state, respond with intention, and honor the wisdom arising from experience, the more powerful your transformation becomes. External changes then become natural expressions of your inner growth, manifesting as strengthened relationships, expanded opportunities, and greater alignment with purpose. By cultivating awareness, reflection, and presence, you ensure that your evolution is complete and balanced, demonstrating clearly that nothing about transformation occurs by chance. Every thought refined, every emotion understood, and every choice made with clarity contributes to a deliberate unfolding toward the fullest expression of your being. There are subtle signs in life that indicate you are aligned with transformation if only you take the time to notice them. These signals appear as synchronicities, recurring thoughts, intuitive nudges, or even unexpected opportunities that seem to arrive just when you need them most. They are not coincidences, they are markers, guiding posts designed to alert you that you are moving in harmony with the flow of change. When you cultivate awareness and pay attention to these signs, you begin to recognize the patterns that support your evolution. Small events, seemingly trivial moments, or repeated ideas are often messages from the deeper current of life, encouraging you to make decisions, shift perspectives, or embrace new paths. By attuning to these signals, you develop a stronger connection to the wisdom that is guiding your journey, allowing transformation to unfold with greater clarity, purpose, and ease. Awareness of these markers turns what could feel like randomness into a coherent narrative, showing that your experiences are interconnected and intentional. Responding to these signs requires both presence and discernment. It is not enough to simply notice them, you must interpret and act on them consciously. The guidance they offer is subtle and often symbolic, requiring reflection and attentiveness to fully understand. When a repeated thought, an intuitive pull, or a meaningful coincidence appears, it invites you to pause, consider, and align your actions with the lesson or opportunity being presented. Ignoring these signals or dismissing them as accidental can delay growth, while responding with mindfulness accelerates your evolution. The process strengthens your intuitive abilities, sharpens your judgment, and enhances your ability to move through life with intentionality rather than reaction. Each recognition and conscious response is a step toward deeper alignment with the transformative current, confirming that nothing about your journey is accidental or without purpose. By cultivating awareness of these indicators, you strengthen the bridge between your inner guidance and external action. Transformation is not passive, it requires active participation. When you act on the nudges, coincidences, and insights presented to you, you reinforce the flow of guidance and open yourself to even greater clarity. These signs also serve as affirmations, reinforcing that your choices and your efforts are aligned with the larger unfolding of your life. With practice, you begin to anticipate the flow rather than merely react to it, moving with confidence, insight, and trust. Each synchronicity, each intuitive moment, and each symbolic occurrence confirms that your transformation is intentional, precise, and deeply guided. By learning to recognize, interpret, and respond to these subtle markers, you not only accelerate your personal evolution, but you also embody the awareness that nothing about this process occurs by chance, and that every experience is designed to support your growth, understanding, and realization of potential. Every ending in life is a precursor to a new beginning, and transformation relies on this natural cycle of release and renewal. No phase of life is ever wasted, even when it appears to close abruptly or without explanation. When you let go of what has served its purpose, whether it is a habit, a relationship, or a situation, you create the space necessary for something new to emerge. This act of releasing is not about loss, but about preparation. Transformation often involves a pruning process, clearing away what no longer aligns with your growth so that fertile ground is available for opportunities, wisdom, and experiences that have been waiting to enter your life. Even when endings feel uncomfortable or disorienting, they carry within them the seeds of new possibilities. By trusting this process, you allow change to unfold naturally, embracing the cycles of life without resistance. Each ending is an intentional step, designed to move you closer to your purpose and higher potential, reminding you that nothing about transformation occurs randomly or without meaning. The process of releasing requires awareness and courage. Letting go can trigger fear, hesitation, or even grief. But these emotions are natural parts of the transformation journey. They indicate that something significant is being relinquished, making room for growth that could not occur while clinging to the past. By observing these emotions without judgment, you gain insight into what is truly important, what is aligned with your path, and what is holding you back. Transformation asks you to confront discomfort and step beyond it, recognizing that each release is a deliberate invitation to move toward what is emerging. Endings are not failures. They are essential components of the cycle that fosters expansion, resilience, and alignment with your higher trajectory. Each moment of letting go is an opportunity to practice trust in the unseen forces orchestrating your journey, reinforcing the understanding that the evolution of your life is intentional and precise. Embracing new beginnings requires openness and receptivity. When old structures, patterns, or circumstances are released, the vacuum they leave is fertile ground for growth, creativity, and purpose. Transformation thrives in this space of readiness, where awareness and intention meet the opportunities that arise. By consciously stepping into what is emerging, you participate actively in your evolution, rather than waiting passively for change to occur. New beginnings often bring challenges alongside possibilities, but each challenge carries a lesson, and each opportunity carries a gift. By observing, reflecting, and acting with intention, you ensure that the transitions in your life are meaningful and aligned with your true potential. Recognizing that endings and beginnings are part of a deliberate, interconnected process allows you to move through life with confidence, clarity, and trust, knowing that nothing about transformation is by chance. Each cycle of release and renewal is an affirmation that your growth is guided, purposeful, and unfolding exactly as it should. Transformation is ultimately an invitation to step into your highest potential. Every challenge, every lesson, and every moment of clarity is designed to guide you toward a fuller expression of yourself. This process calls for courage, patience, and trust in the unseen forces that orchestrate the changes in your life. By embracing change consciously and intentionally participating in your evolution, you awaken the inner strength that has always existed within you. Every insight gained, every fear faced, and every decision made in alignment with your purpose serves as evidence that nothing about this transformation is by chance. Each step, whether small or significant, contributes to the deliberate unfolding of your journey, preparing you to embody the qualities, wisdom, and clarity that define your highest self. Stepping into your highest potential requires presence and awareness. Transformation does not happen passively. It is cultivated through conscious engagement with the experiences life presents. The challenges and opportunities you encounter are invitations to deepen your understanding, refine your character, and expand your perspective. When you respond with attention, reflection, and intention, you strengthen your capacity to navigate future shifts with grace and insight. This conscious participation amplifies the effectiveness of transformation, turning lessons into wisdom, difficulties into growth, and choices into manifestations of your inner purpose. By acting with awareness, you ensure that each moment contributes meaningfully to your evolution, demonstrating that your journey is guided and deliberate rather than accidental. Trusting the process is essential for fully realizing your potential. The unfolding of your life may present uncertainty, discomfort, or moments of doubt, but these are not signs of failure. They are indicators that transformation is active and dynamic. By embracing these moments, you cultivate resilience, adaptability, and discernment. Every challenge faced, every obstacle overcome, and every step taken with intention strengthens your alignment with your true path. The journey is a continuous process of refinement, preparation, and awakening, and it is through this deliberate unfolding that you grow into the fullest expression of yourself. Understanding that nothing is random allows you to move forward with confidence, embracing each experience as a purposeful contribution to your evolution. Ultimately, transformation is a sacred invitation to rise into your highest self. Every experience, whether joyous or challenging, is part of the deliberate design guiding your path. By approaching life with awareness, courage, and trust, you unlock the latent potential that has always been within you, turning every lesson into growth and every moment into opportunity. The process requires engagement, reflection, and alignment, and through this conscious participation, you step fully into the life you are destined to lead. Nothing about your evolution is by chance. It is intentional, precise, and deeply purposeful, ensuring that every stage of your journey prepares you to embody your highest potential and live a life of clarity, wisdom, and fulfillment.